Oh, it started as a simple gadget blog, but grew into an internet mainstay. Engadget.com's Peter Rojas is here to tell the tale. Plus, George Lucas didn't need political intrigues, synthesizers, and fake wars to build his empire. No! He just needed a dream, a vision, and every cent of your money. And today's your day to serve or get served. We're playing Call of Duty United Offensive in our LAN party. And now, it's a program that followed a trail of Reese's Pieces straight to your tool shed. It's Attack of the Show.
Pick up on this.
Oh, go ahead. Hey, everyone, and welcome to the show.
Yes.
It's the Attack of the Show.
Happy Thursday.
Yeah, same to you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything interesting last night?
Not last night, but I'm psyched that Engadget's going to be on the show today.
Yes.
That is really cool.
Yes. You've gone to the blog a couple times,
I have
actually.
indeed. I love the site.
Yes.
I love their whole collection of sites.
They
Awesome.
own so many sites, actually.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Like 20.
Yeah. Sarah, they offered to buy your blog recently, right?
Yes, for $1 million.
Wow. But
and
you
I've
wouldn't sell.
accepted.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh, she sold.
She did sell.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm totally rich.
I'm holding out.
Are you?
My last day's
I'm thinking
tomorrow.
2.5.
Just kidding.
You're
I would
switching
love
it-
for them to buy my site. I don't know.
Would you?
I don't know if I'm Engadget par.
I think you are.
Really?
Sarah, absolutely.
Thanks, Kev.
Kevin's going to MSN MySpace.
Yeah, I love the Microsoft stuff.
The
Big
skins,
fan.
let me tell you, the skins are beautiful.
Yeah,
They are
There's some
artsy.
third-party ones out there that are kick-ass. You know what I'm talking about?
Sarah,
Yes?
anything interesting on the show today? What do you got going
Of
on?
course. You know what happens on Thursdays?
What?
Damn good websites happen on Thursdays.
Ah,
Got one
that's
today. It's a, well, I don't want to give it away.
Oh.
It'll happen later in the show. It's good, though.
And
Really
it's
good.
damn good.
It's damn good.
Damn good
Double
website.
damn good.
All right. I'm not going to call this a damn good website. I'm going to say it's pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. I'm excited to show it off. It's a stealth art project called Secret Wall Tattoos.
Stealth art. What are you talking
Well,
about?
stealth art. So, see, this looks like a normal hotel room, right?
Right.
There's some lame art on the wall, hotel bed.
Stains on the
Watch
bed, yeah.
what happens when I put the little mouse cursor over it. Boom.
Whoa!
So what this guy does, I'll do it again. He removes like pictures and articles of furniture from hotel rooms and then paints under them.
And then hangs it back up?
And hangs it back up,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
So, like there's one behind the mirror of the hotel room. This is cool stuff. Like, I appreciate this kind of thing. So the next time you're in a hotel, look at that one. He painted right on the, that's a little trouble for on the vent there. But
You can't get in trouble for anything else but the vent one.
well,
yeah.
look, and no one's going to notice. No one's going
Right,
to look
you're
behind
right,
the
you're
pictures. So they don't even change the sheets. They're not going to look behind the
You're right.
pictures. So it's pretty interesting. I like it. There's a lot of photos there. My favorite is behind one of the
That's
the
cool.
irons that hangs in the closet.
Now,
but
do they give the location, like room numbers of where you're going?
well, that's the only
Check
thing.
these
No,
out?
there's absolutely no info whatsoever. It's just here's a bunch of photos. Here's what's behind them, and there you go.
This one looks kinda good. What's
Kind of
the-
neat. I don't know. I don't know if we're even allowed to encourage people at home to do this, but I would love to be in a random hotel room, that I'm paying an hourly rate for, and pull off a piece of artwork and see Attack of the Show
You
on the
love
wall.
those hourly rate ones,
I'm
don't
telling
you?
you, they are classy. I spare no expense.
That's right.
No expense.
Speaking
Boxed
of sparing no
wine.
expense,
Little box wine.
yeah, box wine is good.
what
People
I'm saying.
knock that. Little
Cooks.
hangover, though. Little hangover next
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
Good night. It's worth it.
That's right. Forget spending money on software.
Oh.
You like to pirate it, right?
I love to torrent it.
Well, you don't need to torrent it anymore. This is a list of great software for Windows that is open
Yes.
source.
Kevin wants to show off a list, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
I'm bringing the list because this
at
is
that.
all
No,
great
it is-
software.
they're all good apps.
GIMP, we know, great replacement for Photoshop.
Yep.
Save yourself $500. Game, great replacement for AOL Instant Messenger.
Do you use Game or Trillion?
I use. I don't use either because I am on a Mac now.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
You sold your soul.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yes,
Yes,
I did.
7-zip. I have to point out the 7-zip.
Yes.
People are always looking. Like, some people don't want to install WinRAR. They don't want to deal with
I like
WinZip.
WinRAR.
But I'm saying 7-zip will
Open
handle
source,
all those
free.
files, and it's
Well,
free.
The nice thing is it gives you alternatives to all these. I mean, Type VNC, great for like remote desktop type stuff. There's just a bunch of great BitTorrent clients on here. You name it. InMat for port scanning. This is a great list. We're going to put a link up to it on our website, and people can come and download the software and save yourself a lot of money.
They should at least try out all the apps, because it's not going
Yes.
to cost them anything, so give it a whirl.
Exactly.
Although they list like XChat 2 for IRC. Like, who doesn't use MIRC?
That's true.
Like, seriously? You
Work
don't
is
have to
pretty-
register it. Come on.
Pretty popular.
All right. Now, finally, this is a site that we found a couple days ago. We just haven't had a chance to get around to it. But finally, we can show you that Garnier UK has a new contest, Kevin, on their site. It's a manga hair. It's a Garnier.
So tell me
or something
about
like that.
manga hair.
Well,
What is it?
well, now there's going to be 1,000 posts about it's manga or manga or mango or whatever. But
Right.
so the manga is used to create spiky hairdos. So this is their new line. So here's some of the looks that they advise. Ooh, look at that.
Whoa.
That's the vertical.
It's like Justin
manga.
Keeling.
A little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah. Manga mane. That's creepy. Look at that. There's the messed up manga. Yeah, there you go. For when your power levels are out of control. She probably shoots fireballs. I don't know. Like, it's the crazy Japanese
I think
anime
Sarah should
hair.
try some of these. Look at that one. You down with that?
If we get
I
some-
mean, they try to be all cool. This is totally regular, like, LA hair salon stuff.
You think so?
Yes.
They explain why this is cool though. If you look at the manga
They
story,
tell you what product you need and everything?
don't
or-
they tell you how to style it. But in the story section, they even tell you that Japan is cool because it's filled with bright colors and bubbles.
Gary's hair is cooler than any of that manga stuff.
Should we
That's
bring
true.
Gary out
You
again?
bring Gary out.
Gary, come
Gary,
on.
come show him your
Gary,
hair.
hurry up. Hurry. We showed Gary.
Come on, Gary.
Don't lag.
It keeps getting
Your hair
better
is
and better.
aerodynamic.
Yes.
You should bolt.
Look at that.
See, now
Look at this.
that's what
Wow.
I call manga hair.
That's not
That
Garnier.
can actually
That's
hurt.
LA looks.
Yeah.
Actually. Whoa. Whoa.
It's like
careful.
Sonic the
He's aggro.
Hedgehog.
He's aggro, man. Give a man a Flowbee on two sides and he turns into an animal.
You're right.
Whew. All right. It's manga.
Manga.
We'll be taking your calls with Engadget.com founder and all-around tech insider Peter Rojas. The number is 800-839-7880.
Yeah, so you can email us through our web form at g4tv.com/AskAOTS. Why can't they just email us? Why do they have to
Email
go
is
through a
so
form?
uncool. You want to submit.
Never
You want to click the
understood that.
button. It's tactile.
We're like catching their email address or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you can chat with us at chat.g4tv.com.
And if we take your call today, Kevin's going to show something special.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought you wanted me to take my clothes off or something.
No, that's
you
not
talking
so
about?
special.
All right, here we go.
Ah.
Bam! Look at these t-shirts.
If we take your call, you're getting some Jinx shirts. Here we go. Linus is my homeboy.
Linus,
Done.
you mean?
Oh, Linus.
Okay.
I run the Linux.
You can call it any way you like.
And today is Thursday, of course, which means it's time for the Attack of the Show Lamb Party. Brendan,
Yes, fellas.
going on?
Linus.
Linus.
Huh, Kevin?
Linus.
Whatever. Today we're playing
Linus.
Call of Duty United Offensive, and our rank-based servers have been deployed to the front lines, and we're ready to go. Today, our players are Lindsay, there she is, and Chantel from SurfIllustrated.com. Ladies, thanks a lot for wearing the bikinis. You appreciate it.
welcome.
All right, we're going to get back to you a little bit later in the show. Good luck with your gaming. And when we get the all-clear signal after the commercials, Pete Rojas will be here to take us behind the curtain of Engadget.com.
Engadget.com is the place to go for all the latest tech info. Well, it's the place to go if you want to read about tech info, if you know what I'm saying. We do a lot of the same stuff. With us today is Engadget.com founder Peter Rojas. I had to make that clear for the viewers out there. They're like, why am I even watching this show? And they log on, and then the viewers go down, and I get fired, and I had to clear that up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not video. We're only print right now.
Only print. But now there's a lot of people doing print. There's a lot of guys doing the text. There's a lot of blogs out there, especially covering gadgets and tech. What makes Engadget stand out?
Well, what we do is we try to cover the news in real time, and we're doing 30, 40, sometimes as many 50 posts a day, covering everything that comes out. We're trying to get the stories up first. We have exclusive scoops before everybody else.
Right. Now, how do you do that? I mean, are you constantly crawling the net? Are people sending in stuff? How does the content actually arrive on the main page?
Well, we actually have editors on duty 24 hours a day looking for stories.
Do you have, are they on pager duty and they get woken up in the middle of the night if someone updates a blog with a criticism on Bill Gates? Or?
No, we actually have people who stay up all night.
Oh, fantastic.
So we have people in Europe, we have people in Japan. So it's we try to strive to have somebody on duty 24 hours a day looking for news. Tips come in from readers, and that's how we get a lot of our great scoops. Mm-hmm. But we're also crawling the RSS feeds, the news feeds, looking at sites, 24/7.
Right. Well, now recently you secured an interview with Bill Gates.
Yep.
I mean, how do you grab that? That's not. I mean, there's one thing for someone to send in a tip like, "Hey, my buddy works at a factory. He's seen this cool device." It's another thing to have Bill Gates sit down and do an interview with you.
Well, they actually called us. I got a call.
Of course, they called you. Sorry.
I got a call from Microsoft about a week before the Windows Hardware Engineering Conference a couple weeks ago. And they said, hey, we have a half an hour in Bill's schedule. Do you want to come to Seattle? And, of course, I dropped everything and was on the next plane.
And that's ridiculous. And Bill's actually a reader of your website, right?
Yeah, he said that he actually reads it, and he's digging it.
Very cool. Now, when you have somebody like Bill Gates reading your site, does that make you worried about what you're going to say or how you're going to say it at all? I mean, you broke the first Xbox picks. I mean, doesn't that worry you that maybe he's going to not be so kind in the next sit-down interview?
Well, I mean, I think we have to be, true to ourselves and true to honest with the readers about this stuff. And, you can't worry too much about what somebody like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs or about offending them. It's really about doing the best absolute coverage of this stuff.
They can easily afford to have you killed. You realize that? Like, just in a heartbeat, it would be a drop in the bucket for them.
Hey, if he wants to float $1 billion float $1 billion our way, we can make some accommodations.
Fair enough. Now, did you get any backlash when you put those photos out there? Did you get
nothing at all, actually.
Not even like one PR email saying, "Hey,
nope.
Come on."
Not a thing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, Molly Wood on CNET recently wrote a thing talking about ethics and blogs and how blogs are beating traditional print magazines and this, that, the other because they don't have to worry about embargoes. She specifically named Engadget. How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel that you're unethical?
Well, we're actually incredibly ethical. We don't accept when we accept something for review, we send it back. We don't take junkets like some of the other sites out there and like some actual print magazines out there. So we actually hold ourselves to the ethical standards of places like the New York Times.
Right.
We don't sell out our editorial. We don't make accommodations for advertisers or things like that. We don't do any pay for play or anything like that on the site. So we're actually we strive to be as ethical as possible in this stuff because as a blog, all you have is your credibility.
Right.
At the end of the day, you don't own printing presses or distribution or anything like that.
Well, now that's interesting. But how about the embargo? Like, do you feel like it's their fault? Like the embargo is an archaic thing, and if we can break it, we're going to do it.
I mean, if you look at it like this way, they're cutting a secret deal with manufacturer for coverage.
Right.
We don't do that. We don't sign NDAs. We don't tie our hands because we feel at the end of the day, our obligation is to the readers. It's not to make the manufacturers happy or cut some sort of secret backroom deal with them.
So it's just tough luck for them essentially in the end. Like, hey, if you want to follow that, that's your own deal.
Well, I mean, it's the internet,
right?
They better get used to it.
Very nice. Now, how do you? What's on your bookmarks? That's what I want to know because you're crawling. You're a writer as well. You said you have something like 500 RSS feeds or something like that.
Yeah, it takes a long time to get.
What's
through
your
those
daily
feeds.
routine?
Well, the first thing is I get up as early as possible, usually around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I start crawling the feeds and looking at the tips that came in overnight and see if there's anything good that we've missed that maybe whoever was covering the night shift might have missed. And then I just start going down the feeds. The first site, have to look at Slashdot,
right?
Sort of the granddaddy. You have to see what they're covering. Boing Boing, Waxy's a great site. Filmoculus, a great site. And so it's just really, trying to look at everything out there and trying to digest it and as quickly as possible sort of evaluate, is this something that we need to be covering?
Right. Now you said that your blog, earlier we were talking, you said that you have kind of an international viewership. I mean, how far does Engadget reach?
Globally. We're seeing readers from all over the world now. China, all over Europe, Asia. I'm even starting to see some readers commenting from Africa, which I think is really interesting.
And so what's the future? How do you cater to them? How do you branch out and keep growing the site?
Well, we're definitely going to do some foreign language versions of the site, internationalize it, and do, we'll do a version for Japan, we'll do a version for Europe, different countries in Europe, we'll do a version for China. Any country where we think that there's a large enough of audience for this stuff. And I think that most major markets are going to, can support some sort of, specialized, localized version of Engadget.
Oh, sure. And they'll eat it up. They're starving for the tech.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Peter, thank you so much for coming on and talking about the Engadget. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Make sure you visit Engadget.com, and, you should probably bookmark it while you're at it because it's worth it. Still on the way. See how the Star Wars movie is transformed into the Star Wars video game thanks to the mighty Lucas Empire, and take Attack of the Show or any other show or movie or pretty much any video you want with you wherever you go. It's portability, folks. PC games, man.
That's right. iTunes 4.8.
Yes.
Just released.
Just released.
That's right. It has downloadable video support.
Yes.
Have you heard about this?
I have. There's the samples of the songs that were used in their commercials or something?
Right.
Or?
Well, I mean, if you buy an album, then you also get the video that goes with it. And you can play the video within iTunes, which is kind of cool.
A little added bonus.
But it leads a lot of people to believe that Apple's going to be coming out with some type of portable video device soon.
It makes sense.
Makes sense.
I mean, people were expecting that out of the photo iPod anyways, so why not?
Yeah, we should probably ask the Engadget guys. I'm sure they know that
They
stuff.
probably do know.
Yeah. But we figured why not show you the best video players that are already out there. So we have two of them right here.
All right. So these are the players that Apple will be crushing the moment they release theirs.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Let's
do that.
Here's the first one right here. It's an Arcos Pocket Media Assistant. I really like this one here. The only problem with this device is it's $800. $799.95.
That's a bit of a problem.
But it does a lot. It has a 30 gigabyte hard drive, has Wi-Fi built into it, has a really nice screen.
Touch screen, too.
Yeah, it's a touch screen. It has 9.5 hours of audio life, 4 hours of video is what they claim in the box. Now, you know that
like
varies.
that's 2.5 if you have the light on
And
or
like,
something.
yeah,
And the
exactly.
volume up. It's like, it'll run for 12 hours as long as it's muted in black and white.
It's still cool, though, because it runs Linux, and it does your email, it does your browsing. I mean, it's practically a miniature, tiny little laptop. You can do little SSH sessions and stuff.
And the controller is larger than my head.
Yes,
What's
it's
that? What's
it's
that
like
about?
3 times the size of the device itself. I don't know why they did
Brilliant.
that. But,
well done, guys.
Yes, but it's still a cool device. It plays a lot of different formats. As far as video is concerned, MPEG-4 stuff, DivX, XVID, so you just transfer right over. And one of my favorite features is that you can plug your DVD player directly into the unit, record to the unit,
Right.
it'll save your DVDs right to the device, and it also works with TV shows as well, to where you can pick a certain time, it'll go out and turn on the recording mode and record it right out of your
Wow.
TV.
I won't change the channel on the TV, but
Right.
as long as your TV's set to
Set
the
to
channel.
that, then you can just record it right to the device.
Very nice. Cool
It has
feature.
like tons of different like plugs in the bottom.
That's a-
S-video in, all that
that's a
kind
lot
of
of
good
cables.
stuff. Yeah.
All right.
But it's a cool device. Little pricey. Go with the laptop if you're gonna, if you're considering one of the two.
Right.
So, next one here, the Creative. This one's cool. This is the Creative Zen Portable Media Center. $499. So not as expensive.
Right.
$500. That's list. So you
It
can
could
probably
also
get it cheaper
shatter a
than that.
window if you threw it at
That's
it
right. It's like
gently.
the size of a brick.
It's a brick. Yeah, this thing is a
But
cinder block.
It is really cool, though. It has 22 hours of audio life and 7 hours of video.
That's good.
And
Good.
But the only problem I find with it is that it only supports Windows Media stuff. So
I hate
only
when they do
Windows
that.
Media. Yeah, but here's the cool thing, though. It comes with some transcoding software so that you can dump all of your videos as long as you have the appropriate codecs installed, and it will transcode it and put it right inside of the device itself.
Nice, nice.
So it's pretty easy to do it from your desktop and just convert it right on over.
Now, does this also have support for other cool things
It
as well?
does
Because I
indeed.
think it does, Kevin.
Yes, it does. If you have a TiVo Series 2 and you want to transfer all of your DRM'd content over, it'll take that and transfer it right over to the device, which is kind of cool.
Very nice.
Now, like you said, though, it is like a brick.
It is.
It's heavy, it's bulky, but like you said, Apple's going to crush them in just a few months.
Probably.
But it is a pretty cool device, and it's cheaper. So these are the two best. We have a review. Actually, Han Choi put together a really nice review, and there's 4 of them that we did in our roundup. And
Arcos, or the Arcos or the Creative?
Arcos, but borderline laptop if you really
Yeah,
want to
it's
get
too-
it. And then
too
the
pricey.
Creative if you really have to have one of these devices. But I do like the TiVo functionality. That is kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Go to our
Little
website.
roundup.
We have all the links there.
All right, now don't run off. We've actually got more show.
Really?
And their shoes untied. They might trip. It's a fire hazard kind of thing. The feed will be bringing the news, eating Doritos, and joining the Navy later on, and hot girls.
They're going to be here?
Oh, yeah. Hot girls. Hey, welcome back. Just so you know, there's still plenty of cream filling left in our show's moist center. LucasArts powers unite, and the result, a Revenge of the Sith video game. Plus, Sarah leaves us breathless with her damn good website. We should probably do more cardio then. And judging by the position of the sun, yes, it's Thursday, and that means it's LAN party time.
Once again, it's our weekly LAN party. The game is Call of Duty United Offensive. And today we have some very special guests from SurfIllustrated.com, Lindsay and Chantel. Lindsay, let's start with you.
Okay.
You are a model.
Yes.
You're a booth babe.
Yep.
What is it like? You work for IGN, right?
Uh-huh.
You work with IGN. Are you ever hopeful that you're going to meet your future husband at one of these conventions when these guys walk up to you? Or are you more worried about the drool?
You know what? I'm not really worried about that at all. If some guy tells me about a great game, I might be interested, but
Really?
I'm not looking for marriage through that. But
So you want to talk about games?
yeah, I like Super Mario and
Others?
others.
Now, what do you wear when you're at stuff like this? You said you brought bikinis like this, except...
Skimpy bikinis,
Really?
yeah.
Can you
That's about
describe
it.
it for me?
A lot less material than this one.
Uh-huh.
Thong, more appropriate.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
Okay. We'll talk later. All right, Chantel, we're going to talk to you now.
Hello.
You are Miss May at SurfIllustrated.com, right?
Yes, I
Tell me,
am.
what is SurfIllustrated.com?
Surf Illustrated is a really cool site online, and there are models each month, and we model bikinis.
Do you surf?
I don't surf, but I
I
love
guess that's
being
not
at
a
the beach.
prerequisite then, right? No. Well, I don't surf either, but I like to pretend like I do. Now, you wrote a book.
Yes, I did.
What's the name of the book?
It's called Confessions of an Internet Model.
Really? Is it steamy?
It's informative.
Yeah?
Yes.
Can you give me a sample confession of an internet model?
A sample confession would be how to drive the right traffic to your website. and bookkeep for more work.
Is that a confession? Wow. Anyway, well, I'll let you back to your game, ladies. Thanks for being on the show. And now, that hefty bacon double newsburger we call the feed.
A freelance game reviewer for GameSpy.com was a little surprised recently when he discovered that the website had massaged his critique of Donkey Konga 2, changing it from a 1-star slam to a 3-star Nintendo wax job. But it seems the GameSpy editors did more than just tack on 2 extra stars. Yeah, they actually injected praise into a review that, in its original form, was unambiguously negative. The writer has totally disowned the review. GameSpy has now pulled it down from the site. But the question is, why is GameSpy kissing up to Nintendo? Fanboy pressure? Are they hoping to score exclusive looks at the Revolution, perhaps? Or did Luigi come by and, explain things to them a little bit? We may never know. Moving on, the Orlando International Airport will be the first in the country to begin using iris scanning technology to weed out possible terrorists, a move sure to finally eliminate the popular jihadist meeting site, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. The scanners will first be used to screen employees, but eventually they'll be used alongside metal detectors, drug-sniffing dogs, and surly ticket counter clerks to make traveling via airplane officially the most irritating activity in the world. Eye scanning is considered the most effective biometric technology, and Federal Security Director Art Menke raves about it, saying, and I quote, "It's, just like we did with the airplanes, with the cockpit doors and air marshals and all of that kind of stuff," end quote. It's refreshing that the head of Federal Security doesn't even know what they're doing, isn't it? With the x-rays and the hey and the who's what it's. Dodgeball, the social text messaging service, not the cruel and demeaning grade school activity, just want to make that clear. Dodgeball was recently purchased by Google, becoming another step in the company's plans to meld social interaction and technology. For those not familiar with Dodgeball.com, the site allowed users to send information about their current location to a central server, which could then relay that information via text message to other Dodgeball.com users, beating the hell out of the obsolete, "Hey, where are you?" at the bar in the corner. Okay, cool. However, if you combine the technology with, say, Google Maps, then soon people will be able to find other people, pinpoint their exact location, and even get directions to that exact spot. So avoiding annoying acquaintances is now officially a thing of the past. Yes. And finally, an Orange County, Florida resident recently went to the hospital for a shot of pain medication, only to get injected with something very, very different. Very different. Instead of soothing serum, he was shot up with glitter. That's right. Tiny little red and green sparkly material was injected into his buttocks, causing him lingering health problems and naturally severe discomfort. The man promptly sued the hospital, which still has no idea how this material ended up in a syringe and then his ass. Although we're not really that sympathetic because, seriously, the guy should have seen it coming. I mean, it's kind of his fault. That's today's feed. For more information on any of these stories, please read a newspaper.
Yes. Should have seen it coming, clearly.
Oh.
GameSpy review. That's the one that has me going.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
I don't know. I really want to know. I'm expecting... I don't want to call out GameSpy, because I'm sure they have a good reason, but seriously, an explanation would be nice.
Yes.
Because here's the author putting his career on the line saying, look, these guys changed my story.
Right.
I want to know why.
Do you think you're going to hear anything from GameSpy or no?
Probably not. Probably not. I gave him my phone number, too, but it hasn't been ringing.
They didn't call you yet?
It hasn't been ringing. Standing me up again. It happens. Yeah. All right, Video Game Expo E3 is almost here, and starting on Monday, May 16th, G4 will be bringing you the most extensive E3 coverage you'll get anywhere, Kevin. Anywhere.
That's right.
Anywhere.
Yes.
Anywhere.
You're right. Stop saying that. Okay. For more information on E3 itself, point your non-IE browser to e3insider.com, the event's official website.
Yes.
Now, this year, the LA Convention Center is expecting around 400 game companies representing some 80 countries, and all of them will be bringing their best games, or barring that, at least an entertaining sequel to their best game.
Probably.
Yeah.
You'll actually get the very first look at thousands of brand new games, and naturally, here's some big news regarding next-generation consoles. Now, we told you that this year is going to be the best ever, and we have a feeling we're not going to be proven wrong, Kevin.
Yeah.
We're not. So be sure to tune in and get your E3 fix or spend the rest of the year in the dark. And be sad. Oh, cheer.
In the dark.
Yeah. When we come back, Sarah's damn good website It's like a cool drink of usefulness on a hot summer day.
Thanks.
And see how Lucas powers united to make Episode 3 the video game. I'll give you a hint. There's polygons involved.
The feed is brought to you by Doritos. Don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, don't wait to be great. Visit INNW.com.
All right, as all of you know, Episode 3 is coming out next week, but hardcore fans can already get their fix with the Revenge of the Sith game. So put on your safety goggles as we show you what happens when LucasArts game designers join forces with the Lucasfilm movie crew.
LucasArts and George Lucas wanted to make sure that the Episode 3 game experience was just as complete and as authentic as it possibly could be. So we've been working with George from the beginning. We were actually on set in Sydney, just to soak it all in, to walk around in the sets, and of course to be there the week that they filmed this totally exciting, emotionally packed final duel between Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was awesome. We would join George at the art department at Skywalker Ranch to view the latest concepts, just to make sure that everything we did was in step with everything that was going on with Episode 3.
We had an amazing opportunity to have Nick Gillard, the stunt coordinator for all the Star Wars prequels, to come out from England and stay with us for a week, training all our animators on sort of the Jedi arts that he's been perfecting for the past few years.
You know, having played a few games myself, and as you're playing it thinking, God, I wish I could do this, or I wish this button did that. You know, we now, because we're working on this game, we're in a position to do that. So we're working particularly on the footwork, exactly how they move, how their wrists move. When they turn, that they turn the right way.
He brought the real lightsaber, so we all got to hold those and, you know, try them out on each other. And then he would show us, no, you don't hold it like that. You're going to get killed, mate. Hold it like this. So he would show us the way to use the lightsaber, and we really learned from that. And then when Hayden came to join him, it was even better, because now we're working on character.
With Hayden, we have something really unique. We've got someone who has trained for 11 weeks just for this movie, so he's got the muscle memory to do everything just right. And then on top of that, he plays a lot of video games. So he really knows the end application of what we're doing, because he just knows exactly what we're going for and is able to apply his knowledge right to what we're doing.
His posture, the way he is arrogant about blocking people, and the way that he is, his shoulders are sort of slouched forward, like he doesn't care anymore.
It really helped us completely understand the process that they go through when they're choreographing moves. So now our animators and designers are really excited, taking what they've learned from those sessions and integrating into the game itself.
The fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin at the end of the film is epic. Just unbelievable lightsaber fighting. Yeah, the game is just going to go nuts with that.
I've never been involved in a video game project. It was fantastic to work on.
It has all the fluidity and artistry of a finely tuned fight sequence in a movie, yet the player is able to take it any way they want.
Being a Jedi and learning the art of lightsaber sword fighting, that's what you're going to see in the game.
And a lot of work. What are you doing?
What?
We're giving those away.
We're giving these?
Yeah. All right. 2 of you chatters will get
we'll give the third one away.
Sealed copies, and the other one will get something
this
opened
one's
by
worth
Kevin
more
Rose.
money. We can sign it and stuff like that.
Non-mint condition. All right, you're signing it. I can't believe you opened up someone's gift, man.
Sign it.
Chatters, if you're nice to us, you'll get a copy of the game. So
It's here.
start typing. Be polite. Make fun of Kevin. Now, when the camera instructs me to speak again, Sarah will be here with a damn good website. And why post anonymously in the forum? You know, just call us and tell us what you're thinking to our face. Or you could just ask Peter Rojas a question. Either way.
All right, we are back with Peter Rojas from Engadget. Are you ready to take a live call?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Francisco joins us on the phone from Dallas, Texas. Hey, Francisco.
Hey guys, what's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good. Love the show.
Excellent, thank you. Do you have a question for us?
Yeah, I was wondering what Peter thought, what contributed to the success of his website.
Nice. Yeah, everyone's wondering that. I mean, how did you get so big so fast?
Well, I think there are a couple of things. I mean, I think the first thing is that we work really, really, really hard.
A lot of long hours.
Yeah, I mean, we have people working, 16-hour days to have this stuff up as quickly as possible and to have the best posts. And we put a lot of trouble into the posts that we write, into the writing. We try to make it entertaining. We try to make it credible. We try to make it interesting. And we try to make it engaging. I think the other thing is that we really keep the users in mind, the readers in mind on the site. I mean, we really try to think about, what's best for them. We try to make it as accessible and as easy to get into as we can.
What's your day look like? I mean, total hours spent on the site per day. What are we talking about?
For me?
Yeah.
Usually about 14 to 16.
Wow.
7 days a week.
Girlfriend?
Yeah, a very unhappy girlfriend right now.
Oh, yeah.
So.
All right. Hopefully that answers the question. Thanks for the call. Now, Rich joins us on the phone from Crown Point, Indiana. Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Doing pretty good. Just hanging out?
I'm a big fan of the show.
Oh, excellent. Did you have a question for us?
Yeah, my question is, what's the best part of Engadget's website?
Like the favorite part?
Yeah, the best part. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite part. I like it all, but
the best part about working for Engadget?
Yeah, or just like, I mean, you have so many different properties out there. Which, I mean, don't you own, like, it's not only Engadget, but you also have other different sites? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the Weblogs Inc. network, which is a network of over 75 other sites. And, Engadget has a very Joystick, which is our video game site, which is very closely aligned. And Hackaday, which is about hacks.
Love Hackaday. I get a lot of good segment ideas on that site.
But in terms of actually working on Engadget, I mean, one of the best things about it is that it's very unfiltered. I used to be a tech journalist and just work in print and write for magazines and things like that.
Right.
And it's very unfiltered. We get to say what we want to say. We can be very direct and very honest, and there's no spin. And we don't have an obligation to make anybody happy except ourselves, which is great.
That's awesome. So do you ever get any companies that are just really pissed off at you because you said something or you released something?
Oh, yeah, I mean, all the time.
Yeah.
But what I say is, at the end of the day, we have to be honest about what we think about this stuff. And our obligation, like I said earlier, is it's not to the manufacturers, it's to the readers.
Yeah.
If we lose our credibility, we have nothing.
Right, and that's key. Excellent. Let's do one last call. Will joins us on the phone from Wilbraham, Massachusetts. Hey, Will.
Hi.
What's up?
Not much.
Hanging out?
Yeah.
Watching the show?
Yep.
Excellent. You have a question for us?
Yeah, I do.
All right. You can ask it anytime you like.
All right. I was wondering, why did you start the site? Like, what made you start it?
All right. So, yeah, how did you get this? Was it just like you had your own little personal blog and it got popular enough to where you're like, okay, we need a name for this? Or
Well, I actually used to work for another gadget blog.
Okay.
And Weblogs Inc. actually approached me and said, we want to partner with you on a new site, a new gadget
Was
site.
that Gizmodo? Were you working for Gizmodo?
I was the founding editor of Gizmodo.
Oh, really?
And I'd been doing that for about a year and a half.
Okay.
Or almost 2 years, actually. And I decided that I wanted to have my own thing, and I wanted to actually have the editorial freedom that I didn't have at Gizmodo.
Gotcha.
And that was a big thing. And I think that, when you're blogging, when you're doing a blog, it's about this sort of direct relationship with the reader, and you try to make it as unmediated as possible. And I wanted to have the freedom to be able to talk about this stuff in the way that I wanted to. And I think that's one of the things that people really appreciate about, not just Engadget, but blogs in general, is that you're really just so direct and so honest, and you're saying what you really think about this stuff.
Yeah.
And opposed to, so much technology journalism or writing about gadgets, before was just so, it
seemed
read
very stuffy to me.
Yeah, it read like it was just somebody repurposing a press release.
Right, exactly.
And no one just said it, no one just gave the straight dope.
I feel that way about
stuff.
News.com all the time. I'll be reading through articles and I'm just like, this looks like it's just like reworded press release.
Yeah, and I think the thing is you can tell when someone's not enthusiastic about what they're writing about.
Yeah.
And we're enthusiastic about this stuff. We love gadgets. The key thing about Engadget is nothing goes on that site that I don't find personally interesting.
Nice.
And I think that makes a difference. We're not writing about it because we feel like we have to write about it. We're writing about it because I'm interested in it, or maybe one of the other editors. We have a great team of about 12 people, actually, of writers, contributing editors, columnists, people writing how-tos and things like that, putting together the site on a daily basis.
Nice. Well, we love the site. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Now, enough of the constant begging. Here is your damn good website.
Okay, so you know how every once in a while, Kevin, a site or a service will come along and it's like, organize your life online.
Right, the
that kind of
43
thing.
things, and they're like, oh, put the things you want to do, and it'll help you.
Right.
Not really.
There's a lot of different services that claim to do this. I have found a new one. It's called backpackit.com.
I would hope that this actually works if we're showing it off.
It actually works, and the reason I'm showing it off is because I think it does stuff in a nice way. We're looking at the homepage here. It's all you have to do is log in. You register, you log in. It's free.
Cool.
It's really easy. At this point, you sort of just you can go through their little welcome, a quick primer. What I've done is I've made a very simple backpack entry called Trip to the Czech Republic, because my mom and I are planning a trip later this year.
Really?
Yeah, so I figure this would maybe be a nice way to collaborate, because any page that I make, I can say, the person at this email address can come on and we can collaborate together. Like, she can make changes to the entry. So at this point,
setting
we're
up
sort
like
of
access
sharing.
permissions. You're like, you can see my life and the rest of you, no.
Exactly. So we've got the trip. We've got, my basic notes about where we want to go. Here's a list of things I need to get done. I got to figure out the train schedule. We've got to figure out what museums are important to us. Some specific notes like Hotel Prague, heard that was good.
Right.
Now you go, okay, well, this is kind of cool, but how revolutionary is it really?
Yeah,
but
it doesn't seem very revolutionary.
Well, if you look at, it's more of just, the layout is really nice. But if you look at how you can get a little bit deeper into it, this is sort of an example of how, if you have pictures, then you can have the pictures into the notes section. You can get really specific. Again, these are things that you're probably going to share with somebody else, or at least with yourself. I mean, you can have it all in one place. So it's sort of like, it's like having a lot of sticky notes and, jots and images and websites.
Can your mom or anybody else that you share this with, can they come in and help edit it, or can they give suggestions as well?
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh, so it's one big collaborative thing.
One big collaborative thing.
Very cool.
But you on your end, designate who gets in, type of thing. So you have pictures. You can upload files. There are the free version. It won't let you upload images or files, but if you pay like $5 a month, it's like 40 megabytes.
Not bad, not bad.
Kind of thing. It's not bad.
So now you're going to start using this for your everyday planning and share it with all the G4 viewers, so we know where your lunch plans are.
Yeah,
and
like when I'm going to go to the gym and what bar we should meet at on Saturday night. That'll be really cool.
We'll put a link in our show notes, and they can begin stalking immediately.
Absolutely. Oh, another thing that you can do, which is kind of cool, is this is the reminders section.
Oh, cool.
So if you just want to remind yourself to do something in an hour, next year, whenever, just set the reminder. You can have it to a certain email address, send the reminder, or as an SMS to your cell phone.
That's cool.
And you can also, if you use iCalendar, which is like Apple's iCal or Mozilla Calendar, you can subscribe to reminders so that you can get this stuff onto your desktop.
So that's cool. Syncing my work calendar and my home calendar never seems to work. There's some reminders I only get when I'm at work, some I only get when I'm at home. So that's
I like
cool.
this thing. It really works well, and it's kind of like if you want to use it if you want to use all the features, you'll pretty much find that it does everything that you need.
Very nice.
Isn't that fun?
Backpack it.
Backpack it.
Bookmark
Get
it.
out there into the world. Now, you can get this website link at g4tv.com/the Sarah Lane Files. If you didn't hear me say it like 5 times already.
That's okay.
If you forget where to go, just go there. Lots of my older web tips and tricks are there, too, so all is not lost. Now, coming up next, there's a heaven. I'm almost certain it would look like our IRC chat room, Kevin.
Probably.
Wait, heaven's the one with fire and the eternal torture? I always get those wrong.
No, it's our IRC room, pretty much.
Okay.
A bill to crack down on life.
Now we'll give it some time.
G4 live at E3.
Look at what's playing on TV. I can't believe it's for real. I just happened to flip onto G4. I can't even describe what I feel. Believe it or not, I'm watching E3. I never thought I'd get in so easily. Watching all day in my beat-up old chair. What will I see? Believe it or not, it's E3. Just snuck a peek at a new game. Saw a sick-ass controller, too. Getting me psyched for release dates to come, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm watching E3. I never thought I'd get in so easily. Watching all day in my beat-up old chair. What will I see? Believe it or not, it's E3. TV, lust for Xbox 2. so easily. Watching all day, fit my beat up on chair. What will I see? Believe it or not, it's E3.
Yeah. Next week, all you need to know is that E3 is going on.
Did you just take some pills in the break or something? You're all spaced out on it.
Look, I'm excited. The E3 is happening, and we're going to be bringing you live coverage daily from the show floor. How about that, Kat?
What does that mean, though?
It means that
you'll have to wait until Tuesday the 24th for more Attack of the Show. And trust us, it's worth the wait.
Wrestler Chris Jericho is going to be here to lift a Kevin with each arm. You don't want to miss that.
Oh.
Plus, Brendan here is going to meet the creator of a genuine flying lawnmower, which would be really cool if grass floated up there in the ether.
It's very cool. It's a weird visual to see
It
a
is.
lawnmower
I've seen that video on the
Especially
internet.
because there's no grass in the air.
See?
Right, as you said.
So, yeah.
Finally, we're going to be talking to the author of the controversial book, The Official Ninja Handbook.
That's my favorite book.
Yes.
Don't worry, we'll have smoke balls and shuriken at the ready.
Good.
And none of you knew what shuriken was.
I did.
No, you had to Google it.
No, I did not
I
Google
saw
it.
you over there.
No, you're
Define
lying. You're lying.
color
I watched
shuriken.
American Ninja when I was a little kid.
Not all of us obsess about being ninjas.
Shinobi.
I did when I was little.
Shinobi on the Master System. I'll tell you everything you need to know. All right.
We
Believe
ready?
it or not, it's time to check in with the chat
Stop
room.
that.
Do
Stop
not
it
break
right
into
now.
song.
Believe it or not,
I'm going to hit you.
it's IRC.
Sarah, without an H, wants to know, what's a good site to start learning HTML?
Believe it or not.
I'm going to kill you.
I don't know the answer.
Either you
You
guys.
never watched Greatest American Hero, did you?
Sites
I never
to
did.
start learning HTML?
No, learning HTML. Where is there?
Lynda.com.
Lynda,
LYNDA.com. There you go.
It's like, all right,
Start with
great.
that.
Can we get back to this?
Livron's mom asks, which is better, the iPod, the Shuffle, or the Mini?
iPod, shuffle.
I like the full-size iPod myself.
I like the shuffle.
I think it was a question between the shuffle and the mini.
Yeah.
No. The regular iPod is
Aggro Lane today.
is an option. Well, I'm mad at you guys. Stop singing that awful song.
But believe it or not, both players are really good.
Awful?
Okay.
Awful?
Well, it's not
Awfully good.
It's
Sarah.
when he sings it, it's awful.
It's good. That's a great song.
All right. You say the shuffle.
Yeah, it's not
Because
just me. I think the shuffle is
I just don't think a gig is enough space for me anymore. I've been dealing with my little 512 iRiver for ages, and
I
it's
like
just not enough
lightweight.
anymore.
Lightweight.
I
you
get
know,
it, but see, I don't
on the
like.
neck.
I know, I don't get the strain on my neck when I have the iPod because I got the muscles. I understand.
You're also on
It's a lot
roids.
to carry around.
Yeah.
It is. It is a little bit the creatine.
Okay, next question from
great.
Tacos 2. Are you guys going to watch the Xbox 360 unveiling tonight?
Oh, yeah. Believe it or not, I will be watching it. I will be viewing it.
I will not be watching it.
Really?
I won't either.
How can you not watch it? This is a big deal.
It's not out yet, dude. I've seen the pictures.
I bet we're going to see like 5 or 6 seconds of actual gameplay.
Whoa.
I'm putting it out there. I think we're going to see it. It might happen.
Wow.
Yeah. And Jay Aller's bald.
Gumshoe wants to know, will Kevin P go back to his bleach spiky hairstyle with goatee combo?
Oh,
Please, Kevin, please.
You know,
combo.
I'll bring
do
in.
it.
I'll bring in my yearbook photo, which is bad. I had my mom bleach my hair. Oh, it's like orange.
Back
It's-
up a
it's
second.
just- yeah, no. We don't need to back up. I'll bring in the photo. You'll see it.
I love how you said with goatee combo.
The goatee combo. The white trash mustache
you're
is much
doing it
better.
all
I should bring it in.
wrong.
I think we should
And
all
she
grow
did.
mustaches.
She wouldn't let me go. She put on the cap and pulled it through with the pin, and it hurt the scalp. If it were up to me, this show would run continuously, 24 hours a day. But it's not up to me, believe it or not.
Thank you to our guests, Peter Rojas,
goodness.
Lindsay, and Chantel from SurfIllustrated.com. There they are.
Now I'm going to send you a secret message via text. Post your responses in there for